Hello viewers, this is Heorotlinia. Welcome back to my playthrough of Dragon Quest V, Hand of the Heavenly Bride, for the Nintendo DS. Currently, Madason is honeymooning around with his new wife, Bianca. Totally unnecessary, but I think it's fun. Ah, this is heaven. You can't beat a nice cool drink just after you get out of the bath. Everything else is just by the by, in my opinion. What? This is Zoomshine? That's absurd. I wouldn't drink something that disgusting, surely. Yeah, I think your secret's out, man. Ha, he's doing a good job of lying, eh? Let's just leave him be to enjoy his drink. Yep, might as well. Apparently Prince Harry, the King of Coburg's elder brother, got married not too long ago. Yep, we know this. I'd love to see what kind of woman his bride is. I was surprised that he's a mate of yours. Friends with a prince, eh? Phew! Well, talk about sawing logs. So that's the noise we've been hearing since we come in this building. What a racket! Oh, I just can't seem to get to sleep. Oh, sorry about that, ma'am. I can see why she can't sleep with that awful noise coming from next door. The pub downstairs ain't quiet neither. Ooh, searching for the legendary hero, you say, but you don't have much to go on. I know. You should collect up all the Zenithian equipment. If the legendary hero really exists, he'll be looking for exactly the same thing. Then maybe you'll bump into each other. It's a bit of a hassle for us and the hero, eh? All this hunting about looking for weapons and the like. Well, we have two pieces. The sword and the shield. Have you ever visited Hay, the village to the south of Lodestar Harbor? Yes, we have. Then you probably had just as horrible an experience there as I did. What a place! I wonder if the folk over in Hay are still angry about what happened with Baumren. I guess Madason must have told her about that episode. The goddess deserted us long ago. Another drink, please, miss. Amen to that, hick. I doubt there's many a place you'd see a priest worse for wear like that, eh? I'm afraid the priest's a bit worse for wear tonight. So I see. This ain't supposed to be common knowledge, but Professor Toil-and-Trouble is always missing one vital ingredient for his research. I noticed. He's a bit behind the times, eh? That's what comes of being down the pub too much. According to ancient legend, there's a tower somewhere that leads right up into the heavens. Right up to the heavens? That must be a bloomin' tall tower. Yes, I remember a tower like that in DQ4. Let's check out the inn now. I'm sorry, my lady. It must be freezing sleeping on the floor like that. I wonder if she made him. How absurd expecting me to share a room with that man. I rue the day I engaged his company. They're a pretty funny couple, eh? That posh woman and her servant sleeping there on the floor. He could at least have a sleeping bag or something. Or a blanket. Hello, soldier. Oh no, not another dead end. The paths around this town are so complicated that I just can't seem to find my way. Just how long has that soldier been lost? At least since I first came here. Maybe even longer than that. After some weapons, are you, mate? Then you'd better come back during the day. I just rent this place of a night, see? Oh, do you now? Nothing to say to that, eh, Bianca? Anyway, we're through in Zoomingale now. So, let's head eastward. And we'll encounter some enemies, some rough ruffians. Yep, we have to put Bianca back at the back of the lineup again. Since the game oh so conveniently changes our battle order whenever we enter a town. That's one little thing that irritates me about this game. But just one of the few things. A metal slime knight and a rough ruffian. Goodbye. Now Lodestar Harbor to the northeast is where we're supposed to pick up our ship that we were given as a wedding present. But first I'm coming to Hay. This place gives me the willies, you know. It's just a little bit too quiet. So it is. Shall we stay here tonight? I reckon we'd get a pretty quiet night's sleep. Sure, why not? Well, I'll be a customer. Yes, you have some customers now. Thank you, innkeeper. This is a sorry old place. I doubt there'd be many other folk who'd stay here. Well, after that slave camp I was at, I'm not too picky anymore. I feel like everyone's looking at us. I think they're a bit scared of us, you know. There's that there monster! Don't kill me! I don't want to die! Give me a break. There's no point trying to tell him Baumren wouldn't attack people. He's in too much of a tiz to listen properly. This here is A. You fancy folk would probably call it hay. By the goddess, you made friends with thee, did you? You'll frighten the Watsus off everyone. That old woman seems relatively calm. Maybe she ain't scared. I think they're all scared because we have Baumren with us, and he's the one who tore up their fields. But he didn't mean to cause any harm, eh? Hopefully they'll come round and forgive him. Well, we'll see. Arf, arf, arf. Hello, doggy. I know what you is. You's a monster tamerer. Yes, apparently so. So you're a monster tamerer, are you? Haha. Dear goddess, you have frightened me to death. Is you and that there lion-a beast friends or summon? People's been watching you and he walking about the place together, you know. The bailiff knows all about he. I feel really down in the dumps now. But there's that there monster. Someone else said that, sir. Don't kill me. I don't want to die. Maybe it'd be better if we steered clear of this place from now on, eh? Yes, perhaps so. Uh-oh, stay away, you hear? How's that? That there terror crow? Take it if you want. I don't care. We've already taken it, actually. Take whatever you want. Just get that monster out of here. Grr-purr. You be a nice boy, Baumren. Ha ha ha. Well, I'll be beggared. You's a cunning little blimmer, ain't you? You've been cahootin' with that there monster all along. I knew it, I did. You're right clever, Dickie, eh? You fooled old Bales good and proper. Pick up your reward money, and then you best clear off, and never come back. What a horrible man! It looks like he thinks you got Baumren to terrorize the village from square one. Yes, nothing is further from the truth, either. I know what you've done. You had a plan from the start. You and that monster's working together. I must have been half loopy ever trusting you. I find your lack of faith disturbing, sir. I ain't done naught. Leave us be. Be careful, Baumren. So that's the end of it. Now get gone. If you insist, Bailiff Bales. I'd rather just give back the money the bailiff gave us, wouldn't you? Well, we need it for our adventure. You gone and made yourself none too popular round here, ain't you? Yes, more's the pity. But I know them's got 'ee all wrong. You'm not that kind of bay, are you, me handsome? 'Tis thanks to you we can all get back to work in the fields. So I'll tell 'ee, even if no one else will. Thank you, my lover. A is forever in your gratitude. It's nice to finally hear a few words of thanks, eh? I do feel a bit guilty, mind. Our Baumren almost had this place on the brink of starvation, after all. Well, it wasn't the poor saber cat's fault he got turned loose. It was thanks to that fiend that murdered my father and took me and Harry into slavery. Next on our honeymoon tour, we'll visit Coburg. Where are we off to next, then? You decide, Madason. Here to Coburg. Welcome to Coburg. Thank you, ma'am. I know things have been a bit rocky here in the past, but it all seems nice and peaceful now. Prince Harry's wife really is a lovely girl. I always wanted to marry someone like her. It's a bit late for me now, mind. Haha, he certainly don't mind what he tells folk, eh? Ever since Prince Harry came home, this place has been getting better by the day. Well, that is good. Everyone seems so happy. Looks like you and I ain't the only ones who've had a hard time of it, eh? It ain't been easy on these folk, neither. No, it hasn't. Harry and Maria were there at our wedding, weren't they? We should go and drop in on them. So we shall, Bianca. So let's enter the castle. Maybe it's because of all them years in the mountains, but I can't seem to relax in a big castle town like this. Welcome to Coburg Castle. Do you know the tale about the great castle that fell from the sky a long, long time ago? Apparently, it's since that day that monsters have been terrorizing mankind again. If it fell from the sky, do you reckon that means anyone can get in and out of it now? Oh, that depends on where it is, doesn't it? Maybe it's at the bottom of a... Wait, I shouldn't say that. Hey, you're the one who defeated the foe dowager. Yes, I am, Sir Knight. Thanks to you, Coburg is well on its way back to normality. Thank you so much. Well, you're quite welcome. Looks like you've been a bit busy here too, eh? Shame I wasn't tagging along at the time. Prince Harry and his wife seem so incredibly happy together. Well, that's good. It makes us single chaps feel all the more lonely. Ha ha ha. Humph. We should try and look happier together. I don't like being beaten. The Queen Dowager has certainly quietened down her act since everything that happened. And King Wilbur has been a great surprise. I think a lot of people doubted whether he'd make a good ruler, but he's proving them all wrong now. Maybe it's thanks in part to Harry's help. Oh, hello again. Remember me? I'm the old man from down in the jail. They let me out in the end, and now I'm being looked after beautifully. I can't tell you how grateful I am. Thank you, thank you, thank you. You are most welcome, sir. That old man is so happy. You really did a good thing here, Madason. Now to the north. I must admit I'm a bit disappointed. I had rather set my sights on marrying Prince Harry myself. What a beautiful young wife Prince Harry has found for himself. I don't think I could be any happier. These are Darwin the zoologist's quarters. Hello there. The name's Darwin. I spend my time researching all about living things. How have humans and other creatures evolved in the way they have? And could they ever develop into something more powerful? It seems there was once a secret that unlocked these mysteries of evolution. Perhaps it was the hand of the goddess. That all sounds a bit complicated, eh? Yes, a bit. These are the Queen Dowager's quarters. You just bowl on in anywhere you like, eh, Madason? I'd be too nervous if it was just me. Ah, how lovely to see you back. You really helped us out of a pickle that time. I still can't really fathom how things ended up in such a terrible mess. It seems monsters may be trying to eat into the very fabric of our fragile world. You must take care. The Queen Dowager was slung into her own jail by an impostor, wasn't she? Yes, she was, Bianca. I wonder if she was there already when the late king died. I wonder. Anyway, let's head upstairs and check in with Wilbur. Oh, hello there. What a pleasure to see you. I've been hearing all about you from that brother of mine. I've been having my people look into this matter of the legendary hero for you, sort of as a means of repaying my debt, you know. Now, they've managed to learn that the shield used by this legendary hero currently resides in a town called Mostroferrado. I have news for you, Willie. Oh, you have it already. I might have known you'd be on the case, Madason. Yes, indeed, Your Majesty. I'm sure you'll succeed in finding the legendary hero. When I see you chattering away to the king like that, I feel like you're far too grand for the likes of me. Oh, don't let it bug you, Bianca. We owe absolutely everything to you, dear Madason. Everything. By the way, if I remember rightly, Mostroferrado is where that rich man, Rodrigo Briscoletti, lives. He apparently owns not one, but several large ships. His name's all over the port towns all around the world. Indeed. Oh, I beg your pardon. I didn't recognize you for a minute. Do go on through. Hey, Harry. Well, it's Madason. How wonderful to see you, old friend. Married life going well, is it? So far, very well, yes. Marvelous. Well, you did marry a beauty after all. Just like my Maria, of course. So now you have your partner in life, and it's finally time for you to set about finding the legendary hero. I wish I could go with you, but I have Maria to think about. Still, hopefully you'll drop in from time to time and keep us posted, eh? It can get a bit boring being stuck here in the castle all the while. Harry looks just like any other prince, but he's had his fair share of hardship, eh? Truly he has. He didn't seem to notice me, you know. I reckon he's only got eyes for that pretty wife of his. Yep, if he knows what's good for him. It's lovely to see you again, Madason. You too, Maria. All Harry ever talks about just lately is the time he spent traveling with you. I don't mind hearing his tales, but it's funny to see how men love their adventures so much. Sounds to me like Harry might quite like to go off on his travels again. I know the timing ain't any good at the minute, but it'd be good if you two could go off on an adventure again sometime in the future, eh? Yes, it might be. I think that's one area where this game kind of drops the ball, though. Might be nice to use Harry as a character again later on. Let's head out onto the balcony now. There used to be a craftsman at Gotha Castle so good at his work that he was dubbed the King of Jewelers. Interesting. If only he were here now, I'd sure he'd make a splendid job of Prince Harry's commemorative music box. Interesting information. If we keep traveling like this, we'll probably find ourselves in Gotha sometime, eh? Well, you never know. So, off to Wheelbrook now. It's been a while since I felt like this. Yep, we're getting the same party chats from her. Seeing the town like this is so sad. It's like those soldiers from Coburg wiped out all the nice memories here when they did what they did. Yep, those meanies. This is Wheelbrook. If you head west from here, you end up in Roundbeck. The ones who set fire to your old place are the ones I despise the most. They would have destroyed that book I tried to read to you all them years ago. Yes, that is such a shame. Hello, Slime. Don't be mean to me. I've been living in Wheelbrook a long time. I used to live in the cave. I know all about the goons setting fire to the village. They were funny-looking soldiers. And I know about Pancras having a place of great importance to him in the cave. You just have to ride a raft deep inside, and you'll come to it eventually. It's very hard to ooze your way. It's been a while, but I've been down there. This inn of ours used to be a lot nicer back in the day, until those soldiers wrecked the place. It's a bit humble, I'm afraid, but I hope you'll at least find it comfortable enough to rest your weary head for the night. Nothing to say, eh, Bianca? Good heavens, you're going off in search of the legendary hero? Are you sure that's wise? Well, sure, why not? Actually, I seem to remember hearing some talk about the legendary hero over in Roundbeck long ago. That's where that old friend of yours, Bianca, lived. I wonder how she's doing now. As a matter of fact... Oh, goodness me, the two of you were married, you say? Absolutely. Then this lovely thing with you must be Bianca herself. In the flesh. That's right, sister. Long time no see. Madason and I are traveling the world together now. Lovely. How wonderful that you have someone to fill the gap that Pancras left, Madason. I do hope you manage to find your mother soon, too. I'll be praying for you. Well, thank you, sister. We'll find your mum, Madason, if it's the last thing we do. I hear something called the Zenithian Sword was found right here in our cave. Absolutely, sir. Apparently, it can only be used by some kind of legendary hero. It's all very mysterious. That must have been the sword Pancras was scratching his head about all those years back, wondering why he couldn't fight with it. I'd never seen him look that troubled before. It's hard to imagine Pancras being stumped by anything. Indeed it is, Bianca. Anyway, we're going to pause our honeymoon tour here. And in the next episode, we're going to continue in Roundbeck and Heavens Above Abbey. This is Hey Rotlinia. I would like to thank you for watching, and I'll see you again next time.